Hello, dear students. Today we will speak about a planning trip. Planning a trip, write down the same please. Trip – это путешествие. Before it we had spoken about the present continuous tense. Present continuous tense – это настоящее длительное время. Когда настоящее длительное время действие происходит в момент речи. И правилами являются глагол to be плюс глагол с инговой формой. Конечно же, не во всех случаях можем добавить инговую форму к глаголу, так как есть ряд глаголов, которые не могут использоваться в present continuous. Это like, dislike, hate, remember, understand, see, hear, and so on, и так далее. As for the trip, every one of you like traveling, like trip. Trip – это путешествие. Before speaking about trip, pay attention to their presentation. First of all, we should pay attention to their different kinds of transport. Different kinds of transport. Every one of you can travel by all kind of transport. Когда мы говорим, когда путешествуем на чем-то, нам нужно использовать слово by. I travel by bus, for example. What kind of transport do you know? Now pay attention to their pictures and remember some words. First of all, we can travel. Before it, let's remember the poem, little poem. In the street you can see buses, cars and a taxi. In the sky there is a plane. On the rail there is a train. And now the first noun, it is a plane. We can travel, we can do trips by plane. By plane это самолет. Also, we can travel by train. Train is a поезд. Follow, verb is a van. Van. We can travel by van. Газель. We can travel by a double-decker bus. You also know in London it's very important and also very modern, comfortable and super type of traveling. Double-decker bus. We can travel by an airship. An airship – это воздушный корабль. We can travel by helicopter. Helicopter – вертолет. We can travel by ship. Ship – это корабль. Ship. We can travel by a boat. Boat is a лодка. And the last word, it is a car. We can travel by car. We also can travel trip by bicycle or by motorcycle. Also, также by underground. underground, or another word, it is a subway. Subway. Also the synonym of the word underground. Now we have spoken about some kinds of transport, and let's begin speaking about a trip. Planning a trip. Before reading the text, pay attention to their words. To decide, решать. Place of interest, достопримечательность. To arrive, прибывать. Coach, туристический автобус. Suggestion, предложение. Luxurious, роскошный. Ferry, паром. Desk, палуба. Cabin, каюта. Lounge, холл, фойе или гостиная. Entertainment, развлечение. Promenade. Promenade – это палуба, улица с множеством магазинов и ресторанов. Так называется такая улица. Promenade. Suite – многокомнатный гостиничный номер. Tax Free Shop – магазин беспошлинной торговли. Smorgasbord – шведский стол. Также имеет слово buffet, как у нас буфет. Можете и это слово запомнить, buffet. Helicopter, уже знаем, это вертолет. City Hall, ратуша. И последнее слово attraction, достопримечательность. What do we know about planning? Before answering to this question, let's read the text. Also using this vocabulary, you should translate it. Planning a trip. We are at Alexander's flat. Alexander and his friends are deciding which place of interest they are going to visit during their winter holidays. Alexander: we leaving Moscow for St. Petersburg by train on January 3rd. At night, at about 5 a.m. we are arriving in St. Petersburg and taking a coach to Helsinki. In Helsinki we are having lunch, a tour of the historical center of the city and free time. Jane: any suggestions on how to spend the free time? Nora: going shopping. Shopping streets are Alexandri Katu and Esplanade. They are connected to Senate Square. Alexander: at 5 p.m. we are moving to Scotland home in the luxurious Fairy Symphony. Nori is telling her friends about this 14-desk ferry. Its cabins, lounge, restaurants and cafes, shops and entertainments. It's famous for its promenade, luxurious suites, which with a bathroom, tax-free shops, 600-seat restaurants or buffet or a smorgasbord with a fantastic choice of dishes, spa salons, night clubs and bars, a swimming pool, cinema and even a helicopter desk. Alexander: at 9:30 a.m. we are in Stockholm. We are visiting the royal place, drama theatre, city, hall, cathedrals, old town and many other attractions. Stockholm is one of the most crowded museum cities in the world, with around 100 museums. At 5 p.m. we are leaving Stockholm for Helsinki and back to St. Petersburg and Moscow. Peter: excellent. I think we are going to have very interesting trip. That's all. The text is very easy. Using the vocabulary, you should translate it. And are these statements true or false? Also correct the false one. The first, Alexander and his friends are planning to visit several Scandinavian countries. They are traveling by train. In Helsinki, they are staying at a luxurious five-star hotel. Senate Square is the historical center of Stockholm. The shopping streets in Helsinki are in the very center of the city. Alexander is giving some information about the ferry. The 14th desk of Symphony Ferry is a helicopter desk. They are arriving in Stockholm in the evening. Stockholm is rich in museums. Their coach arrives in Moscow in the morning. And you should write down the true or false. If it is a false, correct the ones, please. Today we have spoken about planning, about some kinds of transport, using to traveling to do trips. And our lesson is over. Please learn by hand the words, read the text for good pronunciation, with good pronunciation, and answer to these questions. Our lesson is over. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye.